Hey dolls, welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, my name is Daurel, and in today's video I'm going to show you how I got this very colourful fantasy eyeshadow look using the new Morphe X NIkita Dragun eyeshadow palette, and she looks like this. Are you guys seeing the fantasy? Because it's right here. And also in this video I'm going to be featuring the new Huda Beauty #Fauxfilter Skin Finish foundation, which I'm wearing right now. You'll get to see the application and my honest opinions on this foundation. But before we get into the video, please don't forget to like, comment, share and subscribe to my channel. And don't forget to follow me on Instagram at Dollface Daurel Beauty. And now that you've done that, let's jump right into the video. For moisturizer, I'm going to be using my Bobbi Brown Enriched Vitamin Face Base. I've already done my eyebrows off camera just to save me some time. And now I'm going to take my Fauxfilter Skin to Blur Primer. For foundation today, I'm going to be using the new Huda Beauty Fauxfilter Skin Finish foundation. This is Huda's new stick foundation. So if you're a fan of Huda Beauty, you would know that she came out a few years ago with this foundation, which is the Fauxfilter Liquid Foundation, which is very full coverage, like cake on your face. So because I'm not really into full coverage foundations anymore, I tend to not use this as much. I mean, if I do use it, I only use like one pump because the finish is really nice. And she is very heavily fragranced as well. That I do remember about this foundation. So her new one is set to be more of a skin-like finish, so more dewy and more everyday friendly. This is not a first review for me on this foundation because I have been wearing it this week and I do have some thoughts on it. Before we get into that, I'm going to apply this on my face, and I take this in the shade 350G, which is Dolce di Leche. I mean, I think that's what it's called. I'm just going to apply that all over. I'm going to blend that in using my Morphe sponge. To be honest, I really like the way this foundation looks on my skin compared to her liquid foundation, because this is more like your skin but better. That other one is just a little bit too cakey, but some people prefer more full coverage, whereas I'm just not that kind of girl. So I was actually really excited to try this foundation. So while it looks very pretty and very healthy on the skin, I do have to say, for longevity, this foundation really doesn't hold up that well, if I'm being honest. I obviously use powder to set it, because I use powder to set any of my foundation, because powder just ensures that your foundation doesn't move around or transfer during the day. I've powdered this foundation, and I mean really powdered it, and still I get a lot of transfer and I get very shiny with this foundation during the day. Now, I've got dry skin, so I don't have an oily skin type, but with this foundation, by the end of the day, I'm very shiny and oily. This foundation is really pretty on the skin. However, I would say if you're going to be using it for like a long day ahead of you, I would say definitely carry some sort of compact powder with you so you can touch up during the day, because trust me, you're going to need it with this foundation. But anyway, let's move on. For concealer, this one never lets me down. This is the Pat McGrath Lab Skin Fetish Concealer, and I take this in the shade M13. I think this is the perfect pair with this foundation, because the foundation is quite skin-like and this concealer is very skin-like as well, but just with extra coverage. But once you blend it out, you do get a skin-like finish. Okie dokie, now let's move on to powder, and I'm going to be using my favourite powder right now, which is the Laura Mercier translucent powder in the shade Honey. I love using this powder to bake and set my face, because it just literally melts into my skin. It makes everything look so airbrushed and very fresh looking. Just obsessed with this powder. I take some more of that powder, and now I'm going to set to my whole face. Okay, now that my skin's looking very airbrushed and blurred out, I'm now going to go in with some bronzer. I'm going to be using the Charlotte Tilbury bronzer in the shade 03 Tan, and I absolutely love this bronzer. I'm going to cut the cheeks using some more of that powder. Oh, and I need to contour my nose. Okay, I'm going to quickly prime my eyes using the NARS Soft Matte Concealer, and I'll be right back. Okay guys, so for eyeshadow, I'm going to be using the new Morphe X NIkita eyeshadow palette. I'm so excited to use this, and the packaging looks like this. I mean, I've got a lot of Morphe palettes, but I've never seen packaging like this in Morphe, so they definitely stepped up for Nikita. I'm pretty sure that she was pretty specific in the packaging that she wanted, and I think it looks really, really good. So when we open her, she looks like this. Oh my god. Okay, can we just focus on these colors right now? Like, wow. So I think I'm gonna go for like a purpley, pinky, maybe like blue look today. Feeling very spontaneous. Okay, so for my transition color, I'm gonna dip into this really light baby pink shade. I'm just gonna be taking that all over the crease. Wow. It's really pretty. So it's almost like a pastel pink. It's going to be a really pretty colour to build up on. Alright, moving on. Okay, now I'm going to take the shade Nikita, which is a very hot pink. I'm just going to lay that on top of the colour I just used. Wow. Very pigmented. Like, I don't really expect anything less from Morphe because I do enjoy their eyeshadow palettes. Okay, loving how these two look together. Okay, I want to add some purple, so I'm going to dip into this purple matte shade called Mama Dragon. Start stamping that out in the outer corners. And start slowly bringing it in. Okay, I'm going to dip into this shade right here, which is a light rose gold shimmer shade, and it's called Estrogen. I'm just going to wet my brush like I always do. I'm going to start patting that on the lid. This colour is almost purple. Like in the pan it looks pretty rose gold, but it's not. It's more like purple. It's not overly pigmented, it's more like a sheen, but it kind of does go with the eye. This colour kind of reminds me of like Euphoria, of like Zendaya when she had like the purple eye look. That's what this shade reminds me of. I'm getting Euphoria vibes definitely with this palette. Okay, now I'm going to dip into this purple shimmer shade. I'm just gonna tuck that in the outer corners. Oh, that's really pretty. Okay, I'm going to be pretty spontaneous right now, and I'm actually going to take this gorgeous baby blue shade right here, and it's called BB Boy. I'm actually going to smoke out my under eye with it. I know. Who is she right now? Tuck that really close to my waterline. Oh, wow. Guys, I like never do this. I don't know what it is about blue eyeshadow, but I really don't like blue eyeshadow. When I think of blue eyeshadow, I just think of like the 70s when they just used to walk around with like blue eyeshadow or like all over the lid, and I just don't like the look of it. But on a waterline, I feel like it hits different. This is for all the people that say I don't use colour. What the fuck is this? Okay, I'm really liking how this look has turned out. Like, I had no idea what kind of look I was going to go for, but I'm going to take this nude shade called Augmented. I'm just going to use it to tidy up my brow. Okay, for my inner corner, I'm going to use this silver shimmer shade, and it's called Cyborg. Tuck that in. Wow. Again, I never use silver on my eyelids. I don't really like cool tones, but This is tying in really nicely. Okay guys, I'm going to finish off the eye look off camera. I'm just going to add some white pencil on my waterline to make my eyes really pop, and some mascara, eyeliner and lashes, and that'll be right back. Okay guys, so I'm back with the eye look completed. The lashes today, I'm wearing the Lily lashes in Miami, and I even went for a little glitter moment using this Stila eye glitter, and this is in the shade Cloud, just to add a little bit more of a pop to that pretty shade I laid on my lid. Guys, I'm not even gonna lie, I really like how this eye look has turned out. Like, wow, I've never done a look like this on my face before. I didn't even think a look like this would even suit someone like me, but I really am looking for it. Okay, so for blush, I'm going to be using the MAC blush in the shade Raisin, which is a really nice deep plum blush. Okay, for highlighter, I'm going to be using the Anastasia Beverly Hills Glow Kit in the shade Sun Dipped, and I'm going to go in with this purple iridescent shade right here. Love this shade when I do like purple looks. Ties in so nicely. I'm going to quickly line my lips using the Huda Beauty lip liner in the shade Spice Girl. Cute, cute. And for lips, I'm going to be using the Kat Von D liquid lipstick in the shade Lolita. And no, this is not the expired one I used in my video before. This is maybe 3-4 years old. This is a repurchased one. Bitch. And to set my face, I'm going to be using the Huda Beauty Setting Mist, and this is the hydrating one. Okay guys, so this is the final look right here. I want to give a big congratulations to Nikita Dragun for coming out with this amazing palette. I'm living for the fantasy right now. I'm so inspired by the fantasy. Bitch, I am the fantasy right now. I absolutely love how this look turned out, and I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please don't forget to follow me on all my social medias. That is at Dollface Daurel Beauty. You can find me there on Instagram and TikTok. And please don't forget to like, share and comment and subscribe to my channel. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one.